Welcome to Behind the Crosshairs. I'm your host, Gandhi, and in case this is your first time joining us on the show, basically what this is this is a show to really know the player behind the controller. Esports, we kind of only know surface level for console players, so I'm here to bring you who they are. And tonight we have a pretty kick-ass show, and you're looking at one of the guys we're starting off with, fan favorite here, Ninja. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good, man. Just relaxing, getting ready for my test in class today.
Oh, what class is it?
It's marketing, so
fascinating. All right, so Ninja, your name is, of course, Tyler Blevins, but for those of us out there who don't know much about you, where are you from, how old are you, you know, that whole shenanigans.
All right, I live in Illinois, so I'm an Illinois gamer, live in the city of Grays Lake. I'm 20 years old, and yeah, it's pretty much
20.
All the personal information.
20 years old.
Yeah, man.
All right,
almost that 21 mark.
Not yeah. Are you even gonna drink, or are you just gonna? You're too busy gaming. You have no time to drink.
Honestly, no. I'm not a big partier. I don't like
Yeah, I get you.
Drinking that much.
Yeah, it's overrated. It just makes you lose a lot of money. Trust me.
I also like to feel good in the morning when I wake up and not spend like an hour in the bathroom.
Yeah, well, you know, that makes sense. So, Ninja, before we jump into the gaming world, which is basically Ninja's world, what do you do outside of the gaming world?
Well, I go to school. I'm taking 2 classes right now. One's business, and the other one's critical thinking. And then, other than that, I wake up, I stream a lot, because that's pretty much my full-time job, is what I like to think about it as. And I go to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell? Come on.
Almost every day. It's so good.
No, it's so average.
What do you get? The Baja Blast. It's the only place you can get the Baja Blast.
Okay. I will give you Baja Blast.
All right, thank you.
That is it. So you stream all the time.
Correct.
And everyone knows you for that. I mean, you're constantly streaming. You always have so many viewers. Your Twitch is, of course, twitch.tv/ what is it?
/Ninja.
Okay. Well, that is very, very convenient. How did you get Ninja? It's such a simple name, but I know with your crazy head, I'm sure there's a story.
Oh, no, there's a story. Originally, I had Hyper Ninja as my username because Ninja was obviously taken, just like the gamer tag's taken, and the emails are taken, and everything original in the world is taken with just Ninja. And I was like, okay, so I'll just do Hyper Ninja. And then after like the first week of streaming, it actually got pretty big, and you know, I finally started getting like the most Halo viewers, and then I started getting the most consistent viewers, and then I started to contact one of the staff members, Marksman, and he said that the username Ninja had not been logged into or accessed for 3 years.
Wow.
And he just obviously assumed the guy wasn't using it, and then just gave me the username.
Wow, yeah, and Marksman, you guys play like StarCraft 2 together, correct? I was talking to him a little bit ago. He said.
Yeah, we play the doubles ladder and such.
Gotcha. All right, so let's just go ahead and bring this into the gaming world since you are just enthralled in the entire mix. So first off, you've been streaming, what is it, Game Battles 1v1s?
Yeah.
First off, where the hell did that come from? And second off, how do you like it? You can answer the second one first. I don't know if you should put them in better order.
I don't even know the first question. I just know that, okay, I'll tell you where it all started from. All right, I've been playing Game Battles ever since, you know, Halo 3. It came out, like, they came out with a singles ladder, doubles ladder, 4v4 ladder, and all that stuff, and I just got really interested in it because it was another way to, you know, to be even more competitive than I already was. And that pretty much improved on my map knowledge for Halo 3 as well as my individual skill. But, I mean, the more I played it, the more I got better at it, and then I started doing better in, you know, my MLG games because I was able to do, like, cool jumps and stuff and, like, learn tricky nades and get pretty good kills. But moving on to Halo Reach, I realized that there is minimal competitive gameplay in Halo Reach whatsoever. Like, even MLG, you're going to get matched up with guys with 10 numbers in their name. And there's really no challenge. So, like, Game Battles 1v1s, I finally started to play those more because people like to watch competitive, like something with a competitive edge. You go into Team Snipers, you're just like sitting back playing, but like when you go into like a 1v1, people know that you're trying because I don't want to lose. There's a record behind it. There's like a rank behind it and all that stuff. So,
do you get good matches? Like good matches?
Yeah, well, especially since it's Xbox Live and you know you have connection differences. Yeah, sometimes you'll get a pretty hard challenge when you don't expect it.
And you've
But
actually made other pros start doing the exact same thing.
yeah, I told them it's one of my main tips that I give to pros who are trying to like get more viewers to stream. Like people like to watch, competitive Halo, so you're not always scrimming all the time. You can't turn on your stream, bring your 3 teammates, bring another 4 teammates of another team, and just start playing and be like, oh, competitive Halo. Like there's definitely way too much in between time in Halo. So game battles 1v1s is usually what I tell everyone to do.
Huh. And is it just like host picks maps? I've never...
What happens is you post up a match. There's 15-minute intervals, so you have 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, 7, and all that stuff. And then you post it up. You post what settings you want, whether you want to use no bloom settings or just normal bloom settings, and then they accept it. Excuse me. Then it just generates 3 maps for you.
Huh. That's cool. That's awesome.
That's very easy.
All right, now, so let's get into the whole aspect here. Let's get ready to talk about the national championship.
All right.
What is it, next weekend, man?
It's in 2 weeks.
We got to land this weekend, but before we get in there, I have a request from your teammate, Mickwin. One, I already told you the question. You know what it is. Who is your favorite teammate, and why?
All right. This is, honestly, it's going to come down to 2 things. It's a little tie. I have a tie between Mickwin and Nated. Mickwin because whenever him and I are not arguing, we usually play off each other really well. Like we'll start complimenting each other in game, and it pumps both of us up and makes us play even better. And that's what I love about Mickwin. But Brett, I just love the fact that he small talks with me a lot, and we work together a lot. We maneuver around the map pretty well together, and we've done some pretty big plays. Huh. I saw that. What was that? It was like
I hit the wrong button. I was going to try to bring up the stream chat, and it was just like, wrong one and a downside. But it's cool. It was a fake out, and just a little flash up. Keeping you guessing. I could tell.
Yeah, I'm watching. All right, no, yeah, so that's definitely 2.
No Walshy.
No
Walsh.
I love Walsh, man, but it just seems that he's only on when we're practicing, like whenever everyone else is on. And I feel like just because there's no ranked playlist doesn't mean that you can't develop a better knowledge of the maps by yourself or like playing with randoms and MLGs.
Huh. Fascinating. So, you guys are attending the 6-team LAN this weekend. It's actually at the LAN Network House. It's the final LAN there. Is that good? You were there at the beginning. Now you're there at the end. It's kind of fitting.
It's honestly very sad seeing a place like the LAN House go. It's such like good energy. The second you walk in the house, you already get that like gaming vibe. Like you just see just gaming setups downstairs, gaming setups upstairs. TVs everywhere, and it's a really good feeling. But every great thing must come to an end, and it had its run.
And now, so you guys, have you been getting quality practice in online, or are you guys just kind of holding out for the LAN? Because a lot of teams do that. They're pretty much like, oh, well, since we have the LAN, like, I'm sure Final Boss is doing that exact thing. They're like, well, we have the LAN.
Actually, on the contrary, Final Boss is practicing almost every other night, if not every night. They're looking pretty solid. They were pretty sure they beat status quo in scrims last night, and we haven't practiced. I think we've practiced once. What
the hell, Ninja?
Yeah, hey, Dave went on a trip to Asia or some crap like that. He went to Korea, Singapore, Hong Kong for this like 1v1 tournament sponsored by Microsoft.
Huh? What's in Asia?
I don't know, man.
I'm American. I'm needing to go overseas. That's what I'm saying. I'll go to New York or something.
Go to New York.
To Asia. That's like
go to my basement and play video games. I don't know what he's doing in Asia.
Yeah. So there's no pool play, Ninja. So you can't possibly get screwed over now. Do you like that?
I do like that actually because I feel like with pool play, there's always that comforting in the back of people's minds, the back of teams' minds, that even if we lose, we're not out of it. Whereas this is going to be like, boom, you're here, you're ready, you better freaking not lose. Otherwise, you're done. You have to compete through losers, and that's never good.
And so, I mean, your bracket, I'm not sure off the top of my head who you even play first, but you're definitely going to be working your way through the winner's bracket, and you're going to have that momentum, which is big. So if you catch fire early, do you see yourself contending for the title?
Actually, I do. I believe, Nathan has been on a lot, and he's been practicing a lot with our new coach, the Photon, he coached his team on Storm Ventures, and I know that Brett's definitely ready to, go huge this tournament, and Mickwin has also been playing some pretty good Halo when we've been playing, and I just know that I'm not going to make any mistakes this tournament. I'm ready to just show everybody that, I'm one of the best. So.
Yeah, I constantly critique you for that. You slay the hell out of noobs. You destroy noobs. You're the best at it. I'll give you that.
But I'm not. I mean, I can do it. I've done it to pro teams too. I've gone off on pro teams too. But it's usually I'll start destroying those noobs. I can hit those shots when they're not shooting at me. When my teammates are running a flag. But I find that a lot of the times in events, I'm pulling the flag and doing the objective, and sometimes my teammates can't do it as good as I can. So I can't really live up to the hype unless I can drop the flag and get an overkill, which isn't going to happen against the pro team. So
when you get on tournament play, your play style actually changes, is what you're saying.
It's forced to change. I mean, Walshy didn't do too much objective that last event. He was actually, slaying a lot. And that happened with my team on Victoria's Secret with Watch and Calm Mentality and Swift Kill. They did all the objective online because they complained about online all the time, and they're like, You're better slaying online, just slay. And then when we went to the tournament, I tried to slay, but then no one was doing objective because they were like, oh my god, LAN, our shots are registering, let's all slay. So then I found myself then also doing the exact same thing, switching to pulling flags, which is not wrong. Everyone should be able to do everything,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
You still have that general mindset of who's going to do what.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a curveball. I feel bad now. Thank you for making me feel worse about my judgments. But so that's now since you have slapped me in the face with that because your teammates decided to change their play style. Looking forward here next season, how did you feel about the whole Bloom versus no Bloom ordeal?
I feel that MLG should not have put a poll up whatsoever to get any pros' hopes up. Or they should have put in the poll that unless every pro says no Bloom, there's going to be Bloom. Because I don't know. I feel like there should be no Bloom. I feel like they should have at least given us a chance to do 85% Bloom. I've played that in the title update, and it's actually really good in Halo. I understand they didn't want to implement the whole bleed through and stuff, but that's what Halo was. There was bleed through in H2, H3. There was I don't know. It's people. I feel like the better team would have come out on top anyways. So who's going to practice most? Who's going to play the most? The better shot, the better teamwork. They're still going to win.
Yeah, that's true. So, do you believe that no Bloom will be taking over next season?
I hope that there will be a change to Bloom, whether it's no Bloom or 85%, as long as they don't keep the full Bloom. And I really hope that they're looking forward to taking out no sprint, or they're testing out no sprint.
Have you played without sprint?
I have. I've played some no Bloom matches without sprint, and it's ridiculous. It just feels like people who make a stupid choice are going to get punished for it. If they push for a sniper without support and someone's there, they can't just sprint away like a little freaking girl. They're terrible. Oh, I'm getting shot. I'll just sprint away and stay alive. I hate that. That's what I hate about.
Don't you do that exact same thing though?
I don't, because of course you have to do it, but there's so many times where it's I get screwed over more from sprinting than I do when getting out of situations when I sprint.
Okay. All right, so I've picked two questions from the chat. The first one is, how did you become pro from Exception?
Okay, how did I become pro? That's a good question.
How did you start to become pro?
I can say this, and I will say this. I would definitely say that I started to become pro when I played game battles, believe it or not. So I started off on the 1v1 ladder. All right. Then I started off on the 2v2 ladder. Then I met another person who was like, "Yeah, we should make a force team." Then we made a force team. And then I was like, okay. So then we started playing force. Got matched up against a good team who was top 10 or whatever in the ladder. And I absolutely destroyed on my team, even though we lost. So then they offered me a spot on their team. Here, you want to join our game battles roster? I was like, sure. So then on that team, me and the second best player on that team decided, hey, you know what, we're better than these other guys. Let's make another team of our own. So then we made a different team, and then got matched up with better players, and then we teamed with them, and then we went to an event, and then after that, it just pretty much options started opening up, and that's how I got here.
Fascinating. Now, the next question before we say our goodbyes and you go and take that test that most likely you did not study for. What is your dream pro team with you on it? So 3 other people. Everyone wants to know this question, and I feel like it's very redundant, but I'm actually very curious as to this.
Could I bring back a pro?
No tots. I know.
No, okay.
I gotcha.
My dream pro team would probably have to be... That's a good question. Yeah, definitely, Alright, I got it. Here it is.
Okay.
We're gonna go with Roy.
Okay.
Alright. Me.
Okay.
This is pretty sick. Me. Throw in Victory X. Throwing Victory X into that mix, and then who would the 4th be? This is a big one. Probably Formal.
Formal.
Yeah.
All right, now who's your coach? Coach, come on.
Coach would have to be. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. No. Yeah, either coach would either be between 2 people, Towey or Chemo.
Fascinating. Chemo.
Yeah.
Don't know him.
Yeah, I know he's coached a lot of top 16 teams, yeah, and he's just got a really great personality.
Huh. All right, well, that's gonna do it for us, Ninja. Ed, your last-minute shout-outs to your fans, your Twitch, your Twitters, all that nonsense. Go
Last-minute shout-outs, not really, just to shout out to everyone who watches my stream and supports me so that I can do this, and then shout out to my family, I guess, for putting up with my screaming in the basement.
What about your girlfriend? Don't you have one of those?
Yeah, I do.
No shout out to her?
Nah.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah,
Pass.
All right, man. Well, you go have fun with your test. All right?
Oh, I'll do my best.
Let me know how you do. I want to tweet.
I will. I'll tweet it to you.
Me.
All right? I will.
You let me know. Say, I didn't know most of them. I guessed.
All right. I got you.
All right. Later, buddy.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. Take it easy. Well, that went surprisingly very, very well. Ninja is quite the social chatterbox, I must say. So coming up next is going to be Cloud. I am already video calling him, so he will be in here in just a second. But I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I don't know what that is. And so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had personally had an extreme blast talking Ninja. He is bonkers. I would like to just sit down with him for like a solid week in like the same room and just observe him. Not so much, like hang out with him. I mean, I would like to do that too, but he doesn't drink drinks or party or anything, so I wouldn't know what to do. But sit down and hang out with him on like a one-on-one situation and just kind of watch him for like a week. Because he wears like hats, he's bouncing off the walls, his mind is just racing. It's like a hamster in a cage, and I have no idea what to even do. It sounds creepy, yes, but totally would be worth it. Totally worth it. And as soon as Cloud decides to answer, I am going to scream at him. But if anyone, by the way, I'm just finally implementing, I didn't have a chat last time, so I wasn't able to look at the stream, but this time, I actually have my chat system working. So, now, without further ado, Cloud, hi!
What's up?
Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is TLR Cloud. He is, my League of Legends friend. He is a Gears of War pro. He was a former Gears of War 2 commentator. And he is currently on Team Last Resistance. So, Cloud, how are you, friend?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I am good. I like those Astros. I can hear you perfectly.
Awesome.
All right, so Cloud, give us the breakdown of who you are, your name, where you're from, all that.
My name is James Caron. I'm from Salem, Massachusetts. I've been playing competitively since Xbox Live first came out on the first Xbox. And I kind of started on Unreal Championship, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, I mean, back then it was just for fun, but I've played everything since, and the first time I really got to play at MLG was for Gears of War 1, so never really looked back since then.
Yeah, absolutely. So before we jump into the gaming world, outside of the gaming world, now you used to be a DJ, you said.
Yeah.
What else do you do outside of this gaming world?
Well, right now I'm just trying to see if I can make a living through gaming. So it's pretty much all I'm doing. I mean, I'm not just playing video games. I started a website. It's called thefragdojo.com.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody check it out. And really, it's just trying to monetize that. I'm trying to stream, get that partnered, and I mean, not a whole lot else is going on. So I don't know. I just want to see if I can do it. So
absolutely, and you and I are in the works. We are attempting to plan something.
Are you gonna unveil it?
That is cool. I have no idea what it is. I can't unveil anything that we don't have any idea to.
Right.
But it is in the works. It is in the mixing bowl. But so, Cloud, first off, I like that hoodie. I like it a lot.
Dude, yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
You have another one laying around. Totally. I think we're about the same size.
Yeah, this one's actually medium. It's a little tight
medium,
on me, but
no, I'm size fat. I can't do that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But
well,
so,
you're out of luck then.
Yeah, I am. SOL. So now let's go ahead and jump into Gears of War 3 here. Gears of War 3, big success. Very competitive. And
Yes,
you kind of went with a different approach here. You and DeFace, if you're out there in the chat, big shout out to you, buddy.
What's up, Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie.
Not Charlie, Charlie.
Yeah, no R. It is done just like that. You guys picked up two kids who were kind of on the no-name side. So what made you kind of do that?
Well, let's start with Metaphor. Metaphor is one of our teammates. Me and Face, we actually met Metaphor through League of Legends, which is what we played to kind of pass the time until Gears 3 came out. And he was just, he was a good kid. He was sick of that game. And then, I don't know, Gears 3 came out. We got in a few games with him, and we realized that he was sick of that game, too. So, one day we sat down, we're like, yo, Metaphor, are you trying to do this? And he was like, yeah. So there's that. And then Nasty is our other teammate. If anybody plays game battles for Gears 2 or anything, you probably know him. His old gamer tag was French Fries. I guess he's, good at singles, whatever. But Face knew him from a long time ago, said he was the real deal. I was a little skeptical at first, but we got in a few games with him. And he just tore everybody in half. Everybody he fought, I don't know, I can't explain. He's just disgustingly good at the game. Him and Metaphor both, so...
Yeah, they carry you guys.
Right now. Pretty much, yeah. I'm a Lancer.
That's
all I
are
am.
the support guy. But so, how do you like Gears of War 3? Now, I always talk about it to random other people who talk on, console gaming, and they say MW3 and Halo Reach and whatnot, but this game is really just ridiculous. So,
it is.
So, competitively, where do you see it, potentially?
Competitively, I mean, infinite potential. There is a lot added into the game. Just little things. Like anybody who's played the game, you can mark people now. You can see how many people are alive, in the top left corner. Just the little things like that add not only to the spectator experience, but also are huge things for competitive gaming. If your team shooting, whatever, say, all right, shoot the guy I marked, everybody. You know what I mean? That's such a huge thing that was added in the game. And I mean, the game is smooth. The past Gears of War games online have kind of been a joke for the most part. But this one, I mean, I don't know. We're a month or so into it, almost 2 months, and I still don't think there's any sort of severe host advantage, which is shocking to me. Because all the other Gears of War, it was almost if you're the host, you're expected to kill at least 2 people around. You know what I mean? So
that is,
I don't know. I mean,
ridiculous.
And I find new things seemingly every day that kind of add even more to the depth of it. So I'm excited to see where everything is a few months from now when it's MLG time and everything is real serious.
Yeah,
so.
And before MLG even's released, we have the potential. We have not at the date, but we have Hypefestation V2 coming out. I will be, of course, casting that. That is brought to you by Gal Nation, I do believe, correct?
It's brought by the Gal community.
Gal community. Oh yeah, that's right. It's CDN, Marizzle, Vicious, and then it's Captain Barbosa, correct?
Right.
Okay.
And that's another thing about Gears of War 3. I find myself watching other players' streams. I watch literally every minute of Hypefest. The game is just, it's so entertaining to watch. I can't explain it. I don't know why this is, but it's just I can watch it the way I can watch StarCraft. You know what I mean? It's a great spectator experience.
Absolutely. So now, fast forwarding here, will you actually be attending Hype V2, or are you gonna just
The resistance will be out in full force for Hype B2. It was like the most painful thing in my life, sitting there and watching everybody just having like the best time at Hype, and I'm over like in my room watching it happen. That's never again.
Is that a Boston? Is that a Bruins? Yeah, that's a good point. I always try to do that, but it's actually I'm doing them perfectly right now. It's the first time I've ever done that. But so you're a Boston fan.
I'm a huge Boston fan. You should know this.
Yeah, I do know this, but I didn't. Where are you from? I thought you were from like South Carolina.
No, I live in North Carolina now, but I grew up in Salem, Massachusetts. It's like maybe 20 miles north of Boston on the North Shore of Massachusetts. So, diehard, son.
Diehard.
Born and raised. Yep.
All right. So if it came down between playing with your team, or the Bruins in the Stanley Cup, or the Patriots in the Super Bowl, what would you do?
I mean, the Patriots in the Super Bowl, or the Bruins in the Cup, like that's something that is very specific to the day. Like that's only going to happen once on that day. You know what I mean? Like my team can wait till the next day. You know, practice is going to be the same if we wait a day. So yeah, sports kind of take precedence. Sports,
so you're like number one, huh? Well,
you've
made a fan,
it's not like,
by the way.
Really?
Yeah, this
nice.
extermination. He said he loves you.
Awesome. I love you too, bud. You're a good guy.
There you go. I got you a fan. Now, before we jump into the rest of the things Gears of War and get into this whole WANFest ordeal, you have a Twitch, and it is TLRHQ, correct?
Yep, just the 5 letters, TLRHQ.
And your Twitter is TLR_cloud?
Yes.
All right, so guys, make sure you follow him. This guy is a Class A act, and he kicks ass at LoL. He is the best show I have had the privilege to play with, and we get down every single night.
We do. For hours and hours.
So WANFest, that's a current tournament going on right now online, and the prizes are, what is it, $1,600 for first place?
Yeah, 400 each for first, and it gets steadily lower, but it's still pretty significant.
Yeah, and so you guys will be having a match tonight.
Yep. If we win tonight, we would have won our bracket. After tonight, there's only going to be 8 teams left in the tournament. And I'm not sure if they're going to reseed those last 8 teams and then make a different bracket, or if it's just going to be like randomly thrown together. So we'll see. But yeah, it's a big deal. If we win tonight, we're, I think, 1 match away from being in the money.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's sick. Who is your matchup tonight?
We're playing Team Composure.
Composure.
I'm not incredibly familiar with them, but we can't really sleep on anybody at this point.
Absolutely not. So that is going down at 9 o'clock?
Yes.
And will you be streaming it? Will you or DeFace be streaming?
I'll absolutely be streaming. I think he will as well. The people that were supposed to be playing, they apparently one of their guys might not get off work or something, so they might have to play with a sub.
So here comes the scumbag.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be honest. For $1,600, you think you're going to be nice and be like, oh yes, please use a sub. I don't care who it is. And then next thing you know, you have Atmo coming up your ass now.
Well, I mean, no, that's fine. I think they have like a 5th on their roster, and I mean, we're not going to be like hard asses about it. But I mean, we would push it back and just play like regardless. But having 2 high school kids on the team, nasty metaphor, both in high school, and they have like bedtimes.
Bedtimes. How do you work? Okay, please.
I'm
Hold on, give me a second. So how do you work around bedtimes in the gaming world? Now that to me is the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and I mean, with the younger kids, me and Face are kind of like role models sometimes as much as we are teammates, or we try to be, and it's like academics got to be up there somewhere, So.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, do you go to college? I have to ask.
Yeah, I'm not enrolled currently, but I have taken a year of psychology.
Huh.
Which I understand. You're a psych student yourself, aren't you?
I'm a clinical psych student.
Very, very
nice.
What
made you get out? Did it switch over to cognitive and behavioral approach, and you're just like, it's not Freud, I'm out of here?
No, it was more like I had to get a job, and I had to get 2 jobs actually, and then I kind of cut into school time, and then school was pretty expensive on top of that. So I mean, it's not like anybody's getting a job out of school anyway right now. So
I got the economy's just abysmal, man. I can just see them the government's just like laughing at me as I'm going through school. They're like, "Have fun with $80,000 in debt, you little prick." And I'm just
they're watching this right now while laughing.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Well, good thing I'm streaming." Get a load of this guy. So one of the questions I saw that actually posed my interest here: if you could make a Gears of War 3 dream team, who would you play with?
A Gears 3 Dream Team, huh?
Well, let's just
put me on the spot.
Let's go through Gal 1. Gal 2, you weren't even a part of. You were a caster. You hated that game with every part of your being.
I refuse.
And then we'll go to Gal 3. So Gal 1 and then Gal 3. I am interested.
All right. Let me just preface this by saying that my current team would be who I'd want to play with regardless. So no matter if it was like, who would you like to play with? Now, with that said, I think for Gears 1, I don't know. You put me on the spot, but I mean, you got to put Atmo in there somewhere. Atmo has just been the top player all 3 games. Distortion, I've always had a lot of respect for Distortion. He's been like a great support player, but then he can clutch as well. Genetics as well. Those two are known as like support players, but like if they're like the last one alive, they always have a chance like to win that round. If you know what I mean, 1-on-3 situation, 1-on-2. Like they have strong enough shotguns to get it done. So those two, Atmo, and then I don't know. It's a toss up at this point. There's so many disgusting players playing the game. I mean,
Absolutely.
Puff, Prison. Prison doesn't play Gears 3 right now, but Prison, I expect him to end up playing the game. I expect him to end up on a top team. I think he's really kind of like a disgusting player, like one of the top 5 Gears players that doesn't always get like a ton of credit. I mean, it's difficult to sit here and like choose some people over others, you know?
Absolutely.
There's so many good players playing.
Well, we can skip forward. I promise the kid rages, and I have one from Exception that's just hilarious that I have to do after this. Gal 3, your favorite feature and his fave color, please.
My favorite color?
Yeah. So Gal 3, your favorite feature, and then your favorite color.
I guess for Gal 3, my favorite feature is the shotgun that works correctly. But if you mean like something they added, definitely the marking. The marking just it changes the game. It's fantastic. It's amazing. And I mean, like even if you're in like a 2v1 situation where you're like expected to win, and like you're communicating with your teammate or whatever, if you have a person marked, like there's really no need to communicate. Like you see everything they're doing. You know what I mean? Like even through walls. So that's probably my favorite. It's the most useful at least. And favorite color? Probably
I want to
either.
know this shit, man. All right.
It's either black or like a dark blue,
Oh,
like a
you're
dark blue.
You're so dark. You gotta get that check. All right. Exception said, and I laughed, and I think you will give a really good answer. If you could have sex with one celebrity, who would it be?
Christina Hendricks. I think that's her name. The redhead from Mad Men. You know what I'm talking about? Massive rat.
Really?
Just a wholesome, beautiful woman.
That would be the one you'd go with. Out of everyone.
Yeah. Like, I didn't even have to think about that, man. Like,
That is it.
I'd beat the brakes off, yeah.
Wow. All right. Well,
What about you? Just out of curiosity.
You know, man, I'm not good with pop culture. I would have to go back and watch. I would have to check it out. I would have to snoop around.
Oh yeah, you gonna do some research? So it's fine for you to put me on the spot.
Who is the girl from the other guys? Will Ferrell's wife. That chick is hot.
I forget. It was some like famous chick, wasn't it? Like not like some no-name actress. It was like some famous chick. I have no idea, dude.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. But so. Jessica Alba's up there. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, that's always gonna be an honorable mention. It's Jessica Alba.
Yeah, that crappy movie, and now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Best part about it. Come on. But
walking around.
Now, so closing this out. Any shout outs? Any requests you have? What is that? A sponsor plug? You doing that on purpose?
Yep. Sponsored by Food Lion Ginger. I want to give a shout out first and foremost to my team. I have 3 of the most loyal down-ass dudes I could possibly hope to play with. I expect big things from all of us, and it's just amazing. Shout out to the Frag Dojo, mentioned a little bit earlier. It's a website started by me and my good friend Ace of Death. Ace of Death is just a hard-working genius person, and I fully expect us to take the Frag Dojo to big heights as well. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you check him out, Ace of Death O on Twitter. And I mean, just anybody and everybody who's helping this wheel turn, son. Like we're all living a dream right now as far as gaming goes. Like let's make this a lifestyle. So everybody, all my peoples, everybody who's showing love for the Resistance, who's showing love for me, who've been there for me, all you guys, shout out.
All right, well, absolutely. Thank you, Cloud, for joining me. I'm behind the Crosshairs. Yep. Are we getting on LOL tonight?
You're damn right we're getting on LOL tonight.
All right. What time are you
done?
Right. What time are you done?
Say like 10:30, 11. I'll hit you up.
All right, I'll watch your stream. Tweet me your stream. I'll tune in.
Of course.
All right, so if anyone wants to hang out who's in here with me in his Twitch or DeFace will post his Twitch, assumingly fast, and his is, of course, TLRHQ after the / on Twitch TV. Thank you for joining me, Clyde. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having me, Scott.
Good luck.
Right,
don't suck tonight.
Bud.
Don't suck.
I'll try. That's what I do. All right. Peace.
All right, well, John, I already got Insane Predator last time, so sad face. If you go back first episode, I have Predator, but he's on like he grabs his phone and he's just like kind of waving it around, and it looks like for about 5 minutes it's about the scenes from the Blair Witch Project where you have no idea what the hell is going on, but you know we make do with what we got. And alright, so we have Optic Merc here, which is good. But he is coming up last. Coming up next, it should be, as long as he is on, I will give him a call. If he is not on, I will totally replace him in a second. It is going to be Flamesword. Flamesword, awesome dude from Team Status Quo. Heart of Gold. Okay, so now let me figure this out. Get another. I am Exception. I am bringing you Flamesword as soon as he's here. You
gotta give me a second, brother.
A second?
If possible.
No, you take your time, sir. I will get everything sorted out. Alright. So, as I am typing to Towey, if anyone has any questions for Flamesword, I will ask him the most personal things ever. And we will put him on the spot. We can blast him, you guys, you and I. We can just put him on blast. We can totally do it. Towey is coming up at 7:45, and Optic Merc will be closing out the show. I really can't wait to talk to Merc. I am going to send out a tweet right when he gets on. He's a really good guy. He's one of the guys who I talk to the most in the Call of Duty community, and he means very well. So if anyone has questions for Flame, just put them in here. Do you remember the day when you were the biggest track crusher and Shockwave lost it? LOL. I do remember those days. They were good days. Oh, am I gonna watch the Insanes match? I may. I very well may. Twitch TV is just so awesome, and there's just so many people to watch. I wish I could open up multiple Twitches and just watch everyone's at once, but sometimes you just got to pick one. I think, depending on who it is, I'm definitely... If the Insanes have a really good match, I will definitely watch them. And in regards to Shovelface, I will address this now. Fonzie was a jerk, and I will not take back anything I ever said to him. He didn't show me respect. I can't show him respect. It's just how it was. Dude, we never got along outside of the game. We didn't even attempt. Fallacy, on the other hand, was actually a really cool dude. I was just the asshole in that situation. And plus, Fonzie played piano. I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing the piano, but warming up your fingers before an event, come on, cut me some slack here. You know, I can't be doing that. In regards to the Gears of War 3 commentary, now, it's not set in stone that MLG's picking it up. Fingers crossed, we should be picking it up, but we'll figure it out. But I will never turn my back 100% on Halo. I should be dual-wielding. The problem is I have to find other people to cast both things. So if that ever happens, sure. And the main reason why I do both, or the main reason I'm doing Gears of War 3 online, one is because I have a very ghetto version of a spectator mode and I can get content out there. And two, the game is just so much more enjoyable to watch. And there's strategy. And I can't preach about that enough. When does the next MLG season start? Dude, no idea. I am a freelancer, so just to sum this up, I just am contracted with MLG to come in, do my job, and get out. And then I talk periodically in the middle. Sometimes I'll set up the pregame show since Puckett's super busy. But other than that, that is it. You guys know more than I do, pretty much. It's kind of just one of those things where I have no idea. If someone can tell me, then I will hear it, and I will let you guys know. But until then, I don't have that information. Yes, Murizzle. Blue's Clues is definitely... Cloud's Clues is a ripoff of Blue's Clues. That is going to be a tip show that Cloud will be launching come soon here on gcon.com. It's a very good place to get some interviews there. It's Cloud's Clues. I mean, I don't know what Cloud's going to talk about because he won't tell me, but okay. What's up? Okay, so not going to stop until Transformers 3 girls get... What is this? Okay. I did not see Transformers 3.
There we go.
Oh, you're back. Okay,
I'm back.
All right, well, I don't even have to talk about it. Let me get your pretty face up here. Oh, it's loading. I'm so excited. I haven't seen you in so long.
It looks like you shaved in No Shave November. Have you been cheating?
So here's what happened with... Okay, well, where is your video?
It's popping up.
Okay, here is what happened in regards to the No Shave November. I nicked the hell out of myself. I was going to trim up here, and then just a spider came by, and I was shaving, and just... And because I'm petrified of spiders. Hate everything about them. They have 8 legs. They're terrifying wolf spiders. Screw them. I hope they all go insane. I don't care that they kill flies and shit. I want them dead. They're terrifying. They are terrifying. Okay, Mike. Yes!
You good?
Yeah, nice hat.
There we go.
How are you? Look at you. No Shave November.
Clap, baby, clap.
All right, so, oh man, I am so excited. I haven't seen you in so long. You look so
This
good.
is what the No Shave November is supposed to look like.
I like the stash. That is what I like the best. I'm glad you kept that. So, Mike, just for everyone out here who knows absolutely nothing about you, age, name, location, school, you know, the whole works.
Got it. Real name, Michael Chavez. I'm 22 years old as of last October 25th. I took a semester break, but I was going to a community college. I have an associate's in information technology, and I'm looking to next semester or in the fall go back to a 4-year and just further my education in that field.
Nice. I did not see that coming. I did not picture that, but I can totally see you in that. So, outside of gaming, you are a real-life guy. I mean, you work out. You're a very family-oriented guy, and that is one of the reasons why I think you're awesome. So, priorities outside of gaming. What do you do?
Outside of gaming, like you said, I work out. I'm pretty sure becoming a big health freak. It's really this year that I've really gotten into working out more. I mean, I worked out in the past years, but not as focused as I am now into it. With all the way everything I eat, what I put in my body. I try not to take any supplements besides protein, and then the right nutrition from food. I like to just stay on that path. I think eating is the best way to work out. A lot of people say that your body isn't made at the gym, but made in the kitchen, and I find it to be very true, and I stick to it. And besides that, I took this past semester off to just game a little bit more, travel around. I went in the end of August. I was at Mr. P's house, who owns the LAN network, and I just chilled over there since I'm always good friends with them. Stood out there for a month. So I mean, I just been relaxing, taking my time slowly.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I mean, you're a busy guy. Now, you just went to the... Were you a part of the Pro vs. Joe's, the final one?
Yeah, I was part of the final one.
How'd your team do?
Typical and Warlock. We got third. Our team was surprising. Our team was definitely one of those teams, which I actually enjoyed about my team, is that there were guys who all learned things. We had a bad start Friday, Saturday. We didn't win any series throughout the whole thing until Sunday of the tournament, where we came out of nowhere, and we took third overall in the end. We 3-1 Big Three's team, I believe. We 3-0'd Lunchbox's team, who 7-0'd us when we were playing the practice series. And then we went to Game 5 of Roy's team, and I played my worst game in that Game 5. I only got 6 kills, unfortunately. And we lost by 8 kills. Everything I told my guys, they learned, they put it to use on that tournament Sunday, and I was proud of them. We took third after not winning a series at the entire PVJ, and I'm happy for them. And from what I've been told through all of them, that they enjoyed everything I told them.
Huh. Well, that is... So now, that primes us for our gaming talk here. We have the National Championship of the 2011 Pro Circuit coming up next weekend. But this weekend, looking much closer, is you guys are going to the final LAN network. Is that why you wear the shirt?
Yeah,
Oh, you're so smart. Advertisement.
just my sleeping shirt, but part of the advertisement too, I guess.
Are you excited to actually land with another more than one team or two teams this time around?
Definitely excited. You know, we've been to many TLN lands, and it's always been more than 3 teams, so we're used to that type of thing. I think it's for better practice. You know, you don't get used to one person's play style, like all their startup strats. You don't try to counter them, but you just continue trying to do what you do at every game, every startup, throughout the entire game, and you just try to make sure what you're doing can beat any team and not just one team, as opposed to having a one-on-one team land.
Gotcha. So, expectation-wise, last event, complete and utter chaos. You guys defeated Instinct, which, hats off, and then you fell a little bit short to Warriors. What gave in that series? Was it just the endurance there, or were you guys just kind of like, well, we beat Instinct, screw it?
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure. I kind of felt like maybe we beat Instinct, and because of that, we were like all driven that we could beat any team, and we weren't going as hard in that Warriors series as we did against Instinct. But then also, I believe that Warriors kind of, you know, they're kind of like a kryptonite to us. Maybe not fully, but they our play styles definitely can beat each other, and depending who's playing better, we usually come out on top. We scrim them a lot. Usually series we either go they win by a lot, we win by a lot, or it just keeps going back and forth. So I mean, really, against a team like Warriors, it's a team not looking really forward to play, but exciting to play because I'm all good friends with them, and I know at the end of the day, whoever wins is gonna be happy for the other team, but still disappointed that they lost. I was happy with their third place finish. Snakebite, Dursky, and Royal, that's their best placing, and Clutch finally getting out of the top 12. He's been up there for like 3 events in a row, getting top 10, top 12. So I'm happy.
And his ego can't handle that. We all know that. There's only so much of Clutch ego that can handle placing outside the top 8. But looking at this, just hypothetically, theorize with me here. Regardless of how you do at the 16 lane, coming into the tournament, the 2011 Pro Circuit event, 2010, you guys got your best placing at the time, which was second, and you were coached by T-Square. Coming in now, you guys have had the same team, the same lineup with your coach, Diesel, correct?
Correct.
So do you think you're going to have a similar run? Because there's no pool play. So that's only going to benefit you. Your Friday is non-existent. You don't have to worry about a shitty Friday anymore.
Yeah, we are not a pool play team. We're actually not just a Friday team, and so I'm actually kind of happy that we don't have to play until Saturday. So that's good news for us, definitely. I think we have a great shot at winning it. All 4 of my guys believe that we could win, and I know we can win. If we play our game, we came out this year and won the first tournament. A lot of people say it was a fluke, but I mean, all those teams that we beat, you know, Lito won a tournament, so I mean, every team that we beat has won a tournament. Instinct, we beat them at the first tournament. They came back to win a tournament. So I mean, I think really it's going to be a 5-team throw-up. Whichever team is playing at their best out of 5 teams, us, Instinct, Warriors, Infamous, and Dynasty is really going to be it. And VTH definitely a sleeper. They had a bad event last event, but you can't count them to get top 12 again, especially at Nationals, one of the most important.
Yeah, to me, it's the only one that matters. I always looked at it as no matter what happens, the national tournament is how the best teams are, because that's all it is. And I mean, looking forward, this could be the only, this could be Halo Reach Bloom. Like next year we could have no Bloom. So with that said, this is really who is the best at Bloom potentially, right?
Exactly. Yep. I mean, that's the way to see it. To me, honestly, for national tournaments, I don't look at it as any different from a norm tournament besides, like, the prize pool. I mean, everyone's still going for first.
Yeah, your 100K hashtag tweets, yeah. I see you.
Exactly. But, I mean, I do agree that on a basis that it is the tournament where all teams, put on the foot on the full pedal of the gas and just throw everything they got at each other and just try to win.
All right. So, if there is a team, before we get into future, if there is a team who you want to beat at the national championship, like in the finals, who would you want it to be? Like, what is your matchup in the finals? You're there, you come through the winner's bracket, and just someone meets up with you in the finals. Who is it?
In the winner's bracket's finals? Or
no,
finals?
The finals.
Finals, it'd probably have to be Instinct. Really good friends with Roy. Wouldn't want to see their team get anything less than top 2. I think they have high expectations as the God Squad, as the team that in 2 tournaments went 43-1 or whatever ridiculous record they went through. They have high expectations, and I know they're only going to be settling for first. And they've been practicing, I think, top 2 most practiced team coming into this event, and they're going to be at the LAN. So it's going to be helpful for us being able to match up with them and all the other teams. But it would definitely have to be Instinct. And if Instinct can't make it, it'd have to be Warriors, because I love everyone on both those teams.
Huh. So now I'm just going to start throwing questions at you that are just completely random and sporadic. Number 1, all right, with all the little SQ drama nonsense, who would be your dream team outside of, the Red Bull squad?
Outside of the Red Bull squad, my dream team would probably be definitely Roy. Lunch, I think they're both the same.
Same person.
I think they're even players, but just one's a better slayer and one's a better I think Lunch gets shit started, gets shit moving, and just gets the objective done. And when he's not doing it, he's slaying, and then his brother is freaking picking up hill time flags as well. So they're just the same player. It just depends how good their shot is. And Roy is apparently just the most consistent player I've seen in the past 2 years. The Halo 3 year and this Halo Reach season. And the 4th would have to go. That's a tough one.
It is.
Who would my 4th be? I'd probably say Ace. Wait, I can't include Red Bull people. Wait a minute.
Yeah, come on. I know what you were trying to do there. There's got to be someone. You've been around since 2008. There's someone lurking around who you would want to team with.
It'd be a tough Actually, a team that my dream team would be, because of just personalities and everything, it would be Roy, Snakebite, and Dursky. That'd be my team.
That is what I call a curveball, my friend. But wow, that is fascinating. All right, now let's get into the
players.
Let's get into the heated debate that the Halo community just clinches onto and can't release for some frickin' reason. Bloom versus No Bloom. Where did you stand on that fence?
No Bloom, easily.
No Bloom.
Yep.
Now, did you expect that to be in the finals?
MLG gave us the option of a poll, and this has been done before with Sprint, and because of what happened with the difference in the votes of people voting for No Bloom compared to Bloom, kind of actually pissed me off and made me aggravated, because they always ask for input, and I'm not bashing MLG. This is just like certain situations like this that they ask us for stuff, and we give our input, and it's just like, why did you even ask if you're not going to listen to it? You know what I mean? Because we had some people come in. I'm not going to mention any names. Come into that thread and say that Halo might need a change like No Bloom, and then at the end of it, when Bloom was finalized, they come back in and say something else, which kind of disappointed me. Which he was just swaying the crowd back and forth. So that kind of annoyed me. But I'm excited for next year. I really want No Bloom. I think it's the way Halo should be played. I think there should be variants tried with Sprint, no Sprint. I think everything should be thrown into it so we can see what the best settings are for next year.
Fascinating. Well, the off season's going to be complete and utter frickin' chaos. You guys have to test everything under the sun. No Bloom, 85% Bloom. No Bloom without abilities, No Bloom with abilities, 85% with the same thing. It's going to suck.
I'm pretty sure 85 is just going to be thrown out.
It is?
No Bloom, and I'm positive that it's going to be No Bloom. I've seen a lot more people ask for No Bloom. Halo used to be the game where Call of Duty...
Hi, friend in the background. Your mother?
All these other games. That's my mom.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Scott says hi, Mom. She says hi.
I saw the wave.
So Halo was the game that every other shooter game wanted to copy, you know what I mean? And now with Sprint and adding the Bloom, that's Halo trying to copy other games. It's just not Halo. I think they should just stick to No Bloom. If Sprint works with No Bloom with the damage resistance and damage modifiers that they all have, then keep Sprint. But if it doesn't, take out Sprint and make Halo the way it used to be played, where everyone loved it.
Absolutely. All right, well, that is going to do it for you and I. Do you have any shout-outs? I know you do. You have the hat on, you have the shirt on, you got glasses, you got the headphones on, you go for it.
Shout out definitely to Red Bull for sponsoring our whole team this year and going through everything with us. Going to make a big splash at the end of this Nationals, going for the W. Shout out to the whole Pinacchio family. They're like my second family. I get to go to Chicago whenever I get the chance and just hang out there for months. They've done a lot for me. They're the reason I'm actually still competing in this league. When I almost quit in '08 and Mr. P got me back into it. Shout out to Steel Series for hooking us with the sweet headphones, and my whole team, my coach Tyler for making it into the All-Star as a coach, Nabel for making it into there, and hopefully Saul gets into the free-for-all, and because he's an amazing player, you guys should all go vote for him. And then DP Rob, brother Rob, because he is always a good person.
Yeah, he is one of my favorite, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. If you guys do not know him, he is he's the kind of jacked guy at the Dr. Pepper Lounge. He loves Halo. He absolutely adores everything about Halo. Despises Reach. It's so cliche nowadays. It's like, oh yeah, I love Halo, but Reach, I will burn it. But, it's whatever. That is Rob, do it too. He's a Saints fan too.
And final shout out to you, Scott. Thanks for having me on the show, brother.
Oh, anytime. You know I love you. I will watch you this weekend.
For sure.
Tweet me and let me know when you're on, okay?
I will for sure.
All right, well, take it easy, buddy.
All right, later, buddy.
He's such a good guy, isn't he? All right, so now I have a dilemma. I have to add high distortion, so that is going to be Jimmy. So now I have to switch things around here. Let me see who wants to go next. So, does anyone have any preference? I have high distortion. To come up next, I have high distortion. I have optic Merc, and I have Ryan Towey. So, any of those three, anyone have any preference on who you want? Distortion? Okay. All right. Okay. I've seen two towers. Okay, multiple towers. Okay, I get it. Towers coming up next. By the way, he does not have a video. Nah, screw it. You're going now. Alright, if anyone could inform high distortion, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I will be right back, but I will be back in 30 seconds. So, enjoy this ad. I will be right back with Ryan Towey. Alright. I am back. Towey.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you though, which it makes me very upset.
At least it works. I was struggling to get it to work.
Were you really?
I don't have a webcam or a mic. I got an old ass laptop, but at least I'm here.
Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ryan Towey. This is his picture. He actually does not have a face.
No face.
And he has no face. He has a question mark for a face. That is that. So, without further ado, Ryan, how, could you give us, well, first off, hi. Second off, could you give us, kind of the breakdown as to, who you are? Where you're from, school, age, that whole...
Yeah, sure. I'm 20. I'm a senior at Creighton University, which is in Omaha, in Nebraska. I'm actually from Minneapolis. I'm around Minnesota, but I go to school down here. It's like a 6-hour drive away from home, but graduating this year with a degree in information technology management, so like information system type stuff in business. Besides that, I coach Instinct. I've been on their team for about 2 years, and I've been around, Halo since like 05.
All right, Towey, I am getting questions. Is your mic are you eating your mic? Because you need to.
part of my computer. No.
Oh, it's part. Okay, so he is going to be quiet, guys. So you're going to have to deal with that. So you actually are like me, and you have to play catch up with school, correct?
Oh God, yeah. That's
So-
horrible.
So you're taking like 22 credits and shit, correct?
Yeah, I was a dumbass. My first 2 years, I didn't take the credit hours I should have, and my major, the whole program kind of got switched around in the middle of my third year. So like a bunch of classes I had already taken were no longer like relevant. Like the school told me that after I'd already taken these classes, like, oh yeah, those can't be applied toward your major anymore because the whole program like switched around. So the last 3 semesters I've taken 21 or 22 credits, and the next semester I'm in 20. So I'll be able to graduate on time, but yeah, I'm definitely playing catch up.
20?
Yeah.
What do you do with 20? How do you have time to do anything?
Basically, just make sure you get your shit done before you do Halo.
Can you teach me how to be organized?
Oh, I try. I'm not very organized. It was really bad last year when I was in the second semester. I was in like 21 credits, and I was on campus like less than I was out of state, like at a LAN or at a tournament or something like that. I was literally gone almost every other weekend for 3 or 4 days while taking all those classes. But
I don't know how you did it. I
barely got through it. But you got to make it happen. You got to buckle down and get your shit done, and make sure you take care of business and graduate in time.
Absolutely. So now, Towey, you attempted to play Halo 3 competitively, correct?
Oh my God!
Give us the okay. I never actually gotten the privilege to hear all the story. So let's see. What is the story as to how you became Coach Towey of Instinct?
Well, I suppose it probably started in 2009. I had 3 tournaments in a row in 2009. From it was Columbus, and then Anaheim, and then Dallas. It was Dallas and then Anaheim. But I had a teammate that I had practiced with for months on the team, and I mean, it's not like random people. They're pretty well known people. We had obviously practiced a lot and played against other like top teams and whatever. We were like an amateur team, whatever. In 2009, we played a lot online and got to the event, and they left my team, or didn't show up, or switched teams, or bailed on the Friday of the tournament at 4 or 5 o'clock. 3 tournaments in a row. I've never heard of anyone having that bad of luck before.
Really?
3 tournaments in a row, yeah. One of them was the Dallas event where Tetrashot got picked up by Heaven and Earth because Karma couldn't compete. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. So, I mean, Lauren and I had teamed together for a few months, and we were, we had run games with a bunch of different ports, and Perplexity was going to team with us for a little while, and then, bailed out a couple weeks in advance, and then Art of War possibly too, and, I mean, it tossed around like a few different good teams and stuff, and just horrible luck. And when you're down in like the amateur ranks like that, it's like, players aren't content with staying on the teams they have. They always feel like they have a better opportunity somewhere else and never develop anything. You know what I mean? It was horrible luck, and I really loved playing, but I was really good friends with all the pro players because I did the gaming lessons thing. I ran my own site a few different times, and I knew everyone pretty much, and it was just a better opportunity. I got to be a part of something that I wouldn't have ever been a part of on my own playing, and I really like doing it.
Absolutely. Now, Towey, I have to know: is your goal to become a caster? Is it? Are you trying to become a caster with me?
Possibly. I mean, it's something I really like doing. We've We
have a duo. We definitely, we're like a tag team. We're like Hunter Hearst Hemsley and Triple H and who did he used to go with? What was his name? The Heartbreak Kid. Oh my God, what's his name? Doesn't matter. Shawn Michaels. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no, I love doing it, and I mean, I've gotten a lot of really positive feedback about it. I know there's a lot that I can improve on, as with anything, but I definitely like to do more. I mean, I really like to start doing that every event as often as possible.
Absolutely. Well, I'll be sure to get you in. So, speaking of next event, we are at the Nationals, Towey. And the Nationals, it's time for you to compete, all right? You have, as a coach, you've never won a national championship, have you?
No. Last year was actually the first one that, well, no, technically, most people probably don't know. I actually coached Victory X and Macchio's team back in 2008. was the first event that I actually coached at because I was really good friends with them and I had all my stuff paid for. I went to Vegas in '08 and I coached Classic. I was about to say that last Nationals was my first Nationals, but it wasn't. We got sixth in '08. I didn't coach any team in '09, and then last year we got third. So no, I haven't ever won a national.
So do you think this will be the event? Will this be the tournament? You guys are going to the 16 LAN. Are you attending as well?
Yeah, I am. I'll be driving there tomorrow afternoon.
All right, so you have a LAN, and you have the tournament coming up without pool play. Now, does without pool play hinder you, or does that play to your strengths?
I don't know for sure. I don't really have an accurate answer. I would say we've been playing pool play all year. It's hard to say that we would be better or worse in just the normal bracket format. But just because I know, I've looked ahead and I prepare for all the tournaments and everything. And I've looked ahead at all of our game types, and I know at least in the matchups that we're really practicing for and practicing those game types for, we have really favorable game types against both Final Boss and then Dynasty, and then pretty good game types again in the Winners Finals. So, we're feeling really good. We're practicing as hard as we can. They're on every night as often as possible. We have this LAN too, and we're not letting up. We're definitely trying to take first. We wouldn't be satisfied with anything less than that.
No, you shouldn't be. You guys were cliched named the God Squad. If you guys finished anything less than first, I would say you guys were the Goon Squad. You see what I did there? You like that? I'm just kidding. You haven't heard that?
I haven't heard it, no, but that might catch now.
It may. So don't disappoint, because I will say it. You will. Yeah. So, Towey, how do you like being a coach? Now, everyone always has their own little quibbles with coach, like, oh, they think they deserve more credit or they don't get enough credit. Where do you kind of fall on that whole thing? Do you enjoy it? Put it that way.
Yeah. Well, I love doing what I do because, I obviously like to play Halo. I loved playing Halo back in Halo 3. I don't really play as much now. I still try to. It's not nearly as fun. But, I love what I do. I'm on a team with my best friends in MLG that, I would never get to be a part of something like this if I was trying to play, because I feel like I'm pretty good, but there's no way I would be anywhere close to, as good as them. And, a lot of people have different views of coaches. A lot of people think coaches are just friends of players that get on their teams or whatever, they're players themselves that just aren't good enough or whatever. And, all of those arguments, you can, make an argument for all those cases or whatever, but when it comes down to it, a coach, depending on how seriously they take their job, can really impact the team's performance and, make a really big difference in game. And, if you ask any of the players on our team, at least I know they'll tell you the difference between what it was like last year or what it's like when they play without me. And I know Thomas said in interviews and stuff before too how like during Columbus and Anaheim when he was getting interviewed, he said a few things like how it's a noticeable difference when they try to play without me online or at LANs that I didn't go to and stuff. So I feel like I make a really big difference, and whatever credit our team gives me is what I'll take. I don't really ever try to look for credit anywhere else. You know what I mean? I do what I do, and I enjoy doing it with our team.
Well, that's the first time I've ever heard that. So that is a very good answer. Did you rehearse it? Be honest.
No.
Come on.
I'm pretty good at freelancing, I suppose. So
You suppose.
I'll keep rambling, and I'll eventually
You'll stumble on it. I'm like a goldfish. I'm just looking for that one sound bite where I'm like, got it. The rest of the whole interview could suck for all I know, but that sound bit, that was good.
Yeah, exactly.
So Towey, realistically speaking here, you guys aren't gunning for anything but first at Nationals. Anything else will be a disappointment. What team do you think poses the biggest threat to you guys as being prepared as you will be?
You have to say Dynasty. They came out last event, and we took the first game from them in pretty dominant fashion. It was like a 5-1, I think, on Zealot Flag really quickly in like 4 or 5 minutes, and then we couldn't hold it together. We didn't have very good game types, but that's not really an excuse for still losing. Countdown Slayer game by a good margin, and then losing that Pit Flag game. That game 4 we were up 2-0 and ended up losing 3-2. We kind of played defense for the last half of that game, but You have to say dynasty. I mean, they only lost like 4 games total last tournament, and we have to play them in the semifinals. I mean, if we lose to them, we're still only top 6. We're not, anywhere close to the finals. So, I mean, we're really practicing hard for that series, and you have to think of them as the biggest competition.
Absolutely. All right, so Towey, I have to get HD in here because he has a match at 9, and he wants to scrim or whatever that nonsense is. Do you have any shout-outs that you want to give out here? Now is a perfect time to get a sponsored plug. Maybe like a stool, like because coaches have to stand all weekend. Maybe get like a stool company.
That would be really good. I mean, if you know anyone in the industry, I'm not too inept with the stool industry or anything like that, but I suppose that is a pretty good idea.
I'm not sure, but any stool industry, Towey, hit him up. But now you can go on to your shout-out. I was just trying to give you some love there,
Oh yeah, no, of course. I mean, I would say our team. I guess I love everyone on our team. They're all my best friends. I love being on this team, and they're great. Huge shout out, obviously, to the Pinocchios. They're, I was watching Flames interview, and he said they're like his second family. They're honestly more like my first family than my second family. They're more of a family to me sometimes than my actual family. There are times when I would talk to them, every day, and they're just a fantastic family, and I love all of them, and love the fact that they've been a part of MLG for so long. So. Huge shout out to them and our sponsors, Eon. Love them, and we're all really excited. We're going to our land tomorrow, and we'll be practicing hard, showing up for Providence.
All right, well, Towey, thank you for joining me. I will see you in the booth, not this weekend, but the following one. You and I will get down, slap hands, and cast games.
Oh, it's happened for sure.
Yeah, care more about casting with me than concentrating on coaching. That's very important to do that. By the way,
they're very close. I mean, I can't sway one way or another, but they're definitely about the same.
All right. Well, I will see you 2 weekends from now, buddy. Good luck this weekend, and keep me posted. Tweet me, update me as to how you guys are doing.
I will for sure.
All right. Take it easy, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Scott.
Towey's such a good guy. I love him in the booth. He's full of knowledge. Let me see if the Jimmy is ready. So this is actually going a lot longer than I expected. Normally this show's supposed to be only about an hour and 15 minutes long, but if you guys like this length, I can totally add some more. But here comes Jimmy, High Distortion from Gears of War. He is a man, to say the least. Yes, you can see my house later. Jimmy,
what's up?
How you doing? No webcam for you, huh?
I got one. How's this work?
All right. So you.
Is that working?
Yeah, Jimmy. All right, what's up, buddy? So ladies and gentlemen, this is High Distortion from Team Murder by Numbers in Gears of War. It is my personal favorite team on the team. How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm doing all right.
That's
beautiful
good.
Night out here.
Yeah, it's good to hear. So, Jimmy, for those of you who don't know anything about you, your name, where you're from, age, the whole kit and caboodle.
I'm 24 years old. I'm from Linden, New Jersey, and I work full time right now in the automotive industry, doing car inspections for cars that have been in accidents for insurance auto auctions. So,
outside of that, clearly you are, how can I put this, jacked, and you're scary. So you juggle full-time job, Gears of War 3, which is a full-time job, and working out?
Yes, and I have a beautiful girlfriend, too.
Oh, my God. How do you do that? Do you have, like, a calendar?
It could get stressful at times. It could get very stressful at times. And, it's just more like, I get home at 7 o'clock from work and in the gym, and then it's scrim time, and that's pretty much it. And then, I try to split days between the week and weekends with my girlfriend, and that's pretty much it.
Gotcha.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't seem that hard for me. And I don't even think I could work full time. I'd lose my mind, I think, personally. But so, how do you like Gears of War 3? Now, you've been competitive forever, and you've always been a top player. So, how do you feel about Gears of War 3?
To me, it's the best Gears of War because, like, me personally, I know a lot of people didn't like Gears of War 2, but I really enjoyed Gears of War 2 because, as opposed to Gears of War 1, it had a lot of team aspects, like a lot of more, it involved a lot more teamwork, kind of like, going from Halo 1 to Halo 2. All those people they were also the individual skill that hated Halo 2,
Yeah.
You could compare that. And then Gears of War 3 to me kind of combines both. Like it takes a massive amount of individual skill and tons of teamwork.
Gotcha. So you're a big fan of the new game. As I think you literally just lagged out halfway through. So I am going to sit here and act like I am still at... Nah, I think your internet has shut down, my friend. Jimmy! This is interesting. This is a first. Jimmo!
Yeah.
You got a robot voice like a son of a bitch right now. This is slow motion. I am very, very confused. Well.
Yo.
Jimmy!
I can hear you.
Okay, alright. That is better. Somehow internet connections happened. We may just have to Okay, let's try this again. I forget where we left off, but that was good. It was a good skit. Alright, so now, let's just get into this, okay? Hypefestation, you guys placed 5th, 6th. I was expecting you to take first. What the hell happened? Man, once again, there goes the video. Alright, so, we are going to go to Plan B. I'm going to tell him to cancel. Jimmy, let's cancel the video. Because for some reason, it's just not working. And then we will just chat. The connect. Oh, no, you got robot voice. Alright, Jimmy.
Oh, shit.
Jimmy.
What's up?
Alright, I got you now. Okay. Perfect. This is going to be attempt number 3. So, Jimmy, Hypefestation. Alright, you went from me placing you guys... We actually did the bracket show on it Friday, and we said guaranteed you guys were looking at top 3, and you fell short to 5th, 6th. So what kind of happened there? You beat Infinity.
Yes, to tell you the truth, like, it was, there's no excuses or anything like that. We just didn't come in prepared enough, like, team-wise, like, strategy-wise. Like, our individual skill was definitely there. I think everyone's shots were there. Everyone's, individual know-how was there. It's just the team strategies. Our teamwork and team strategy was, far behind just because, we didn't put enough time. That's what it comes down to. We just didn't put enough time together as a team to adapt to the ever-evolving strategies. Like, Infinity is a very, like, base strat team. Like, they don't try to trick you. They don't try to camp on you. They come at you. And we have the same style, too, but they put in all that work to adapt to those tricky play styles of, like, VVV and the slower play styles of other teams, like the Insanes or Awakening, and which we didn't have. So that's why we were able to compete with Infinity, but we lost to the other 2 teams that we lost to.
Gotcha. So, looking, after that event, you guys clearly have learned. So, have you changed a lot of different things?
We definitely know where we need to focus on. And to tell you the truth, we haven't really gone over it too much because we are kind of like, at the same time, like awaiting MLG to come up with some settings so we could just like break it down to science each game type. If you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we don't want because there's 8 maps plus the DLC maps plus 3 different game types. That's 40 game types altogether. So we don't have time to go through all that. So we're just kind of waiting and chilling and waiting to see if MLG comes out with their settings anytime soon. And we're still scrimming and everything, but we just haven't broken it down into a science yet.
Now, in regards to the scrimming, then, are you doing King of the Hill, TDM, and Execution?
As of right now, we're only doing Execution because the only thing of importance really right now is the Newegg tournament, which is Execution only.
Gotcha. And that is the WANFest, correct? That is what it's called?
Yeah, WANFest. Newegg, WANFest. I guess WANFest is the tournament. The Newegg is the sponsor or something like that, I believe so.
Gotcha. And you have your match at 9 o'clock as well?
Yes, it will be streamed on Scars.
God, that's so many streams I have to watch. Is your match a good one? Like, should I watch it?
The team we're playing is VXC. I mean, I haven't seen too much in Gears 3, but in Gears 2 they were a solid team. If you missed that, then happy to know that if we win this match and the Insanes win their next match, the following match will be us versus the Insanes.
Okay, alright, that is perfect. Alright, so let's get into this now. Me being an MBN fanboy here, I brought it up to Predator last. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love all the guys from Gears of War. Are you really going to go for the video again? You are.
Nah, the connection. I saw the connection was at 1 bar. It's on full bar now.
Ah, okay, all right, perfect.
Yeah.
So now let's. When I had Predator on, and don't get me wrong, I love all the guys from Gears of War, but I just think you guys are just real, and Jay Merckx is just a lunatic in every way, shape, and form. But so when I got Predator on here, I said, you guys have never beaten MBN in MLG tournament play. You guys are down 8-0 versus them. So, but he said that you guys are only a team who prepares for them, and that you guys actually don't end up beating other teams because all you care about is beating them. How does that make you feel?
I mean, that's not true. I mean, I've been on the Insanes at one point, so I was actually on the other end of losing to MBN while I was on the Insanes. So, but as I've been on MBN, that's not the case. We prepare for every team the same. If anything, when we play the Insanes, we're probably a lot more hyped just because of the rivalry between us.
Okay, so do you have it out for them, though, is my question. Like, is that the one team you always want to beat?
I mean, like, if we go to an MLG and we wind up placing out of the top 8, but we beat the Insanes while we were there, I mean, it's like still take something out of it, because beating the Insanes is just enjoyable for me, at least.
Why is that? You said you would not be politically correct, so I am expecting answers out of you.
Because, like, I mean, in real life, outside the game, personally, we're all great friends. Like, I love them to death. We chill with each other when we're together. We talk to each other on the phone. I text them all while I'm at work, and I've teamed with all of them at once. But when it comes to the competition, it's like the Ravens versus the Steelers, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's just, we just go hard at each other. And for me, it's like, I feel like in the game, they're a very cocky bunch to me, I'm real, like, I'm humble. I feel like my team is all humble, but I feel like they're a little over the top at times with the cockiness and their shit talk. Things like writing in their bio, like, greatest team ever assembled. Like, even in Predator's stream, his title is greatest Gears of War team ever. Like, let other people tell you that. You don't need to go out there and prove that. Like, you don't need to try to, like, prove something to the world. Let other people tell you you're the greatest. Don't tell people you're the greatest. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I get exactly what you're saying. Yeah, that is fire in you. I see that. I like that. That is good. So you have your Wearing Fest tournament, which you guys will be meeting up with the Insanes, and that's going to be what, the winners bracket semifinals?
Right now we're in the 16 teams left. It's a single elimination. We win our match, and we're down to the final 8. If we win and they win, then everyone's in their final 8, and that's when we'll be playing them for top 4.
Wow. So that would be a very epic match.
If everything goes according to plan, the winner of that match will play Infinity.
Yeah.
A couple good matches coming
up. Yeah,
that's check it out. Hope everybody checks that out.
Yeah, and so coming in the way future, we have Hype Fest V2 coming out. Will you guys be attending that? Do you know, like, for sure, like?
Oh, of course. Like, we're prepared to go to any tournament, any big time tournament, any local. We're prepared to go.
All right, sweet. So you guys are all about this. Now, if there's one thing MBN as a whole needs to work on besides not trying to kill each other, you and Jay, every other game, what is it?
It's the right now, like I said, it's like we just got to be able to. Our adjusting is, like, very slacking right now. I think we're very hesitant to, like, react to, like, when we're playing a team and they throw a strat at us that we haven't seen before. We're very slow to react to that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're so focused on playing straight up that right now we're very easy to catch off guard. But we're working on changing that.
Gotcha. That is fascinating. Well, it is 8:23, and I know how long it takes to get Gears guys warmed up. You guys requested, 30-minute warm-up, King of the Hills? Nonsense. Yeah, you guys do a 20-minute warm-up no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, I got to get the juices flowing because the pistol finger needs to get
going. No, that is true. The pistol finger does need to get going. So, You have a Twitter. His Twitter is at High Distortion, spelled exactly out, no letters or anything. Do you
At High Distortion _.
Underscore. I lie. I
got the original. High
Fatal Strike, you're in the chat. You could post that in there. You would be a very good guy. High Distortion. Now, do you have any shout-outs you want to give out to the streamers, your fans, anything like that?
Yeah, I really want to give a shout out to my teammates because these 4 people on my team, like, I love them to death. Big shout out to all the Hyperstation guys, CDN, Vicious, Captain Robosa, Marizzle, which is the most amazing production guy I've ever seen in competitive gaming, and definitely every supporter out there of Gears of War 3 right now, because like, I wish I could just spill the beans on everything that I personally know, and I don't know everything. That there's so many amazing things that are coming out between Epic, any tournaments that are coming up, and from MLG, that, like, it's really unbelievable. And big things are coming. Just everyone needs to believe that big things are coming. And big shout out to all my followers and my girlfriend Chantel.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet. All right, well, thank you for joining my show, buddy. I will watch your stream tonight. I will just jump around. Well, not your scars, but I will just jump around. All right?
All right.
Well, take it easy, buddy. It was a pleasure.
Have a good night.
All right.
Thanks.
Jimmy, he's got a heart of gold. Now we are into the final one. All right, pretty sure I have a sinus infection. About to get flame chat. Let's get it. Yup. All right, he is going to kill me. I told him he was going to be next, like, at 7:40, but screw him. Let's see if he actually... Oh, my God, he is here. Ready? All right, guys, we have Optic Mark. I am going to send this tweet. I expect everyone else in here. We are discussing all things MW3, everything. This could be a 30-minute show by itself, so tune the hell in. Send out your tweets. Do it all, guys. Do it all. This has got to be awkward just watching me type. I can only imagine. But, you know, that is that. He has a sinus infection, so please bear with him. Alright, feller. Let's do this. Let me get you all located. Hi!
Yo.
And
No?
it's a little dark, but it's okay. I mean, actually, you are completely dark.
know.
It is like a shadow.
Hold on, yeah.
Alright, you take your time.
Yeah.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Optic Merc. He is a professional Call of Duty player. He is an awesome dude. And him and I we have good friends.
We're gonna take this somewhere else.
Oh yeah, you're moving. The Blair Witch Project, huh? There we go. It's the second time. I've had 2 episodes, and both of them have had the exact same thing on the final guy. Now, if you were to get stabbed right now, I would feel like it's my fault through that dark hallway.
Yeah, I think it is your fault. Can you see me now?
Oh yeah, you're good. Nice green
No.
headset.
Thank you, it's green.
All right.
Optic green.
Optic,
There we go.
you just had to put that. All right, so Merc, how are you?
I'm good, bud. How are you?
I am fantastic. So, first, name, where you're from, age, school, all that.
Alright, I'm Joe DeLuca. I'm from Seven Hills, Ohio. I'm 18, and I attend Bowling Green State University.
Ooh. You do have a sinus infection. I can hear it. You are all
I
stuffed
know.
up.
I'm sick.
All right. So, outside of gaming, what do you do? What do you partake in?
School, mostly. I play intramural soccer. That's about it. School and gaming, basically.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm going to jump into this because I have to know. MW3. Good, bad, suck, burn it, what is it?
It's definitely fun, but the maps are killing us.
Maps are bad.
Yeah.
Like, not competitive at all?
No. Well, usually we hope for those 1 or 2 or 3 maps that are symmetrical and we can work with, but there's nothing.
Not a single... So, do you see it being played competitively eventually, or do you think Black Ops is going to just stay on board?
It has to. Black Ops can't stay. They can't. It's dying. It can't stay.
You guys just had record-breaking views, though.
I understand that, but it can't Can't do it.
Can't do it. Not.
Nope.
All right. So you want to move on to MW3?
Yeah.
Well, so
Basically.
what about MW3 is different?
I don't know. Activision and Treyarch are two different developers, and they kind of have two different sides on things. And MW3 is really fast-paced, and you die really, really quick. So it's a lot slower paced competitively. So I mean, we'll see.
Got it.
It's like MW 2.5.
Yeah. Wait. What is with everyone saying that? I don't get it.
I mean, it's almost the same game. I mean,
The exact same game, just with new maps.
and better graphics, yeah.
That doesn't sound good at all.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you get new maps, so you can see the potential.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the shooting in it good? Is it the exact same?
The hit registration is really good, which is what I like.
Okay.
Even on Xbox Live online, it's really good.
So it's precision is awarded. You don't just get spammed.
Absolutely. Right.
Okay, well that is good. So Merc, you actually have an event coming up next weekend, the
Yep.
Major League Gaming 2011 National Championship, and your team just dominated, dropping only one map?
I think like 3 or 4.
I thought it was one. You told me one on Sunday night.
No.
Yes, you
No, I
did.
No, I did
Yes,
not.
you did. Go.
No, I did.
Now you're calling me a liar.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, that's it. We are going to have our battle later.
All right.
Okay, so 3 or 4 maps. You guys are looking very solid going into national championship. Preparation-wise, though, MW3 released at pretty much the worst possible time. So with that said, are you doing both games or what? How's the practice regimen looking?
The practice is good for nobody right now. I mean, all pro teams. I don't think there's been a single scrim in the past 2 weeks. Honestly, I mean, we practiced 2 days before Orlando, and we still won it. So I'm not really worried about it. But we'll definitely go hard next week for the weekend.
So you only require 2 weeks or 2 days of practice.
Yeah.
Are you one of those players who do better when you play less?
No, not typically. I'm a really consistent player, so I just like to play a lot, but I don't know. It just comes easy sometimes.
Gotcha. All right. So is there a LAN feature in MW3? I know it's completely off topic. I just have to ask.
I don't think so. I don't know.
When will they
Activision
learn?
doesn't like us. Activision doesn't like us. I don't know.
What can you do? So going into the national championship, do you have I don't know much about the COD community, and I'm not even going to act like I do. I only just know that you guys did well last event. I thought it was one map. You're saying it's 3 or 4. Whatever. You're sponsored by Optic, so you guys are you're the big dicks on this pro circuit. You're the big dicks. Do you have a rivalry?
We have a few. We have one with Leverage, Quantic Leverage, Optic and Quantic. We kind of go head-to-head. And then we kind of have one with Envious a little bit. I mean, we're both sponsored by Eon, so, we're really good friends, but we always want to do better than each other. So, but we haven't met up in a tournament, which is really weird. So, besides Leverage and Envious, now there's no real rivals.
Do you think there's a potential? I don't know the brackets or anything, but do you have the potential of meeting up with Leverage?
We do in winners bracket finals.
Okay, so that would be the big grudge match.
Yeah, it would.
And you would have Fwiz going nuts in the crowd, and Hastro sitting there throwing $100 bills all over the place.
Yep.
Gotcha. So what is Optic? I have no clue besides that Fwiz is a part of it and that you're a part of it. I couldn't even tell you your teammates. I just know you.
Optic, it started on YouTube. By the way, we just hit 500,000 subscribers, which is a big deal.
Oh, nice plug.
It just started with 4 guys, and then just started making sniping videos, and that's basically what we are. And then Hex, the leader of it, found Nadeshot, who's a competitive player, and he picked up 3 guys, and he really had no idea. Hex didn't have any idea what the MLG side was until 2010 Nationals. So he kind of picked up on it, and he picked up the best players. I mean, having Optic's huge. And since then, him and Hasho have been working together, and it's just been an awesome time.
No, that's sweet. So they're basically the big brother of you guys.
Yeah.
They just kind of look out for you. So they give you like headsets. Are they your only sponsor?
It's Eon. It's basically Eon. Whatever Eon has, that's what we are.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. So Eon is the big umbrella, and then underneath it is like Optic and everything else.
Yeah, Optic, Instinct, Envious. We're working with a few companies. I can't really talk about it. So.
Oh, sorry. Are they big? Be honest. Are they going to be like, holy shit? Or are they like, oh, it's those guys? You know what I mean?
It should be pretty big.
All right.
People are going to be like, what the fuck? So,
who said you could curse? Who dare you?
I don't know.
Who told you? I did not.
Never said I couldn't.
I'm just kidding. You can say fuck all you want. I just wanted to give you a hard time. Just funny, you know. When in an interview do you just get to cut loose, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hang out. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to toot my own horn here. But, so back to MW, whatever we're on here. So, do you even, realistically, if you were to just play MW3 this entire time all the way up to the championship, do you think you would still play fun?
Yeah.
Because is it the same shooting engine?
I mean, not really, but it's kind of like Halo. You're just used to it after playing it a while. Like, going from game to game, it's the same idea. Just put it on them and shoot.
Put them on and shoot. Well, thank you for making the complex splendor of esports be reduced to, put the little thingy that looks like this on the person. I despise you for that. Realistically here, what is your chances of winning the finals?
100%.
100%?
Yeah.
You don't think anyone could challenge you? If there's teams who could challenge you, who would it be?
Envious and Leverage.
Those are the only two. So your rival and then your other co-sponsored team.
Yep. That's what I think.
Fascinating. There's no, like, underdog story?
I mean, there's always underdogs. You look through every event, and there's been, like, an amateur team that's like, top 8, but I don't see anyone else besides the top 3 now.
All right, well, fascinating. So after this, Mr. Sinus Infection, are you just going to get on and play MW3 all night?
For a little bit, and then I'm going to sleep a lot.
You look like you're falling asleep on me here.
Yeah.
I mean, quite frankly, you look terrible.
I know.
You look awful. In real life, you look a lot better.
I know.
You do. But now you're, like, all congested.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going to Cali tomorrow, so...
I don't know what's the significance with Cali.
I don't know. Hopefully the plane ride's going to suck ass.
Oh, dude, you're going to have the worst popped ear. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh, it's not going to pop. No, that sucks. You know what you need to do? With the old trick of the book here. Long hot shower, and then pump the shit out of your body with caffeine.
Alright.
It works like a charm. I'm dead. No.
Lying?
Huh?
You lying?
No, swear to God. I'm not kidding. I do it every time. Sudafed. Sudafed has caffeine in it or something to that extent. It's a stimulant. So take like 4 of those bastards, take a hot shower, and you'll be good to go. And you'll be gaming.
Alright, I'll trust you.
Just give it a shot.
Trust you.
Alright, so when you wake up tomorrow and you have no idea what happened last night. I'm kidding. No, but seriously. It does work. So that's going to do it for us. The show ran exactly 37 minutes past where I wanted it to go. But that's what happens when you have good material. All right? So do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
To Optic, Eon, my teammates, Hastro Hex, to you for bringing me on. That's about it. I don't know.
All right, man. Well, I will see you in 2 weekends, my friend.
Yep.
All right.
If I win, beers are on me. I mean,
aren't you like 19, 20?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm 21.
I recall seeing you this season and being like, "You want a beer?" And you go, "Oh no, I'm 19." And I was like, "What the fuck? Who's 19 these days?" But all right, man. You take it easy. Beers on you. 2 weekends from now if you win. All right.
Yep.
All right. Take it easy, buddy. I love you.
All right. See ya.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is my beautiful background of a waterfall. Look at that. Look at that. It's. Oh, look, you can have 2 shots of me, or you can have the beautiful background. We'll go with the beautiful background. So that's going to do it for Behind the Crosshairs. All in all, I would say the show kicked major ass. This is my favorite thing that I do, show-wise, outside. I'm part of, I do Execution of the Night, which is a Gears of War show. It's a showcase of pro teams. And then I do a community match as well with it. I'm working on stuff with the Halo, but it's going to come after Providence. Hopefully I can dig my claws into Kylo Elamite Warrior, but it's one of those things that's just, you want to do it, but you're not sure if you can. But thank you guys for tuning in. It was really freaking awesome to kind of hang out with you guys. And every time I do this, this is every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern. Eastern. So if you're Western, you have to look at Eastern. Okay? Just to clarify that, because a lot of people had no idea what Eastern was earlier on in the chat. But we figured that all out. But so thank you for watching it. That's gonna do it for Behind the Crosshairs. Also, P.S. If you guys tweet me and let me know who you want me to bring on. If you're a part of the Call of Duty community, I have no freaking clue who they are, but I will talk to them because I love console gaming. If you are a part of the Gears of War community and you really want to get someone, let me know. If you're a part of the Halo community, which I think the majority of you guys are, let me know. Send me a tweet. My Twitter's right there on Behind the Crosshairs logo. Get at me. Let me know what's going on, who you guys want to get, and I'll do my best to bring them in. Next week is going to be a big show. It's right before the National Championship, so it's going to be primarily Halo and a little bit of Call of Duty, but mainly Halo. So let me know who it is. But other than that, man, that's going to do it. Thanks for tuning in. I had a blast. Take it easy, guys.